PowerPlayChess, brought to you in association with Kagi. White to play and win. So this is a game from the Women's Olympiad played in September between Candela Francisco Gekamburu, playing for Argentina, and Anjum Noshin, playing for Bangladesh. White to play and win. If you want to solve the puzzle interactively and see the whole game, then do check out the link to chesspuzzle.net. You'll find that down below in the comments and the video description. You can see that white is pieced down. Well, in fact, let me just go back a move here. So that's the position. And white has several promising attacking options, but actually calculated extremely well, giving up this piece because she had seen a forced win in this position. It's really, really nicely calculated. So white to play and win. Are you ready? I'm going to show you the solution. Rook takes knight is the only way to win. So that gets taken. And then f6 check. That is a beautiful pawn that really cuts black's position in two. King h7. The king has to hang on to the h pawn. A check. King is forced back. And then queen h5. Threatening to take the pawn, and then queen g7 mate. Of course, if king h7, then g5, and again, queen takes pawn. So black played queen d7, so hoping that white will take on h6 and then queen g4 check. But there are a couple of ways out of this. In the game, white played rook f5, just blocking the queen. And then black gave up the queen. And in fact, white is in complete control here, and after a few moves won the game. In fact, there's an even stronger, or let's say quicker way to win, and that's just rook f4. Just protecting this pawn, and there's no good defense. King h7, g5, or pawn takes bishop, queen takes pawn, and queen g7 mate. Now, let's come back to this position. I mean, it's absolutely devastating. If we return here, why did white give up the rook? Why not bishop takes knight and then exactly the same thing? This one doesn't work. Let's have a look. f6 check. King h7, protecting this pawn. Queen f5. Now the king has to go back to g8. That's very important. Because if king h8... Well, I'll show you king g8 first. So king g8 is the correct defense. Queen h5, threatening to take the pawn. Looks very similar to the previous variation, the game continuation. But here, black is winning with queen d2. So the queen protects that pawn on h6. And yeah, if let's say h4 with the idea of g5, then e3, and that's a devastating counterattack. So this is the point. If we come back here, that in the game, in this position, notice the black queen is blocked by the bishop and is unable to reach d2. But if bishop takes, that's a different story, because in this position, queen d2 is available and black actually wins that. There we go. Oh, I mean, there are a couple of other little wrinkles there in this line, but basically that's the reason bishop takes knight doesn't work, doesn't actually win. So very neatly calculated by Candela Francisco Gekamburu. Apologies if I've absolutely butchered that pronunciation, but anyway, really nice finish.